Wassail. So, it's time to step up. Lightworkers, empaths, people. We have to embrace life and not fear death. Because if you fear death, you're inviting it. Because you're echoing it from your heart chakra, and then the universe will shine more of that back towards you. If you embrace the future with love in your heart, you will get that future. This is the magic of this moment, and it is deeply cosmic, spiritual magic. Now, lots of you have always said you came down here as Starseeds, Empaths, Channelers, with a purpose. It's time now to step up, shed your fears, really shed your fears of people looking at you like you're crazy, and just embrace your soul purpose. So, in healings, I've noticed lots of changes. Last year, everybody that came in had an individual signature. As soon as the eclipse came in December, suddenly people started to present similar energy patterns, because the cosmos is moving all the planetary alignments to create a new frequency. And that's the frequency we're trying to reach. The interesting part is, as the sacral's been pulled out and thrown around us, and now we're seeing that in that kind of panic and fear, because it's those old Age of Pisces male selfish attitudes are floating around in everybody's auras, and they're reacting to them, but they're not understanding why. It's down to us to hold ourselves as beacons of light now. Okay? So, the interesting part also is that the Earth, the green lower heart chakra of Saturn, and remember, Saturn, Pluto and Jupiter, they're all in the same area, just around the galactic center of the universe, of our universe, and they're shining their karmic energy to change everything. Everything is changing, and we all know that, we can sense it. But do we take the changes that people want us to through fear, or do we embrace the future with love? Now, Greta Thunberg has triggered the younger generations and many others to understand that we can't go on in the way that we have been. And recently, people coming in for sound healings, those brave enough to not self-isolate, have been showing a massive increase in this green energy chakra. And it's resonating so loudly because this is the planet calling to us. So, before I go into a reading and see what comes out, I've got so many things that I want to share with you, and I have to share with you. But I want to let Spirit decide which ones in which order you need to hear. So we're going to begin. Actually, before we begin that, let's just clear the air with the bells. Strength, stability, equality, that is the energy of this sound from Neptune. This is cleansing, melting, removing trauma. That's what we have to do. So let's go to the F, and let's just all focus on the energy of the earth and the lower heart chakra, this green energy, because it's essential that we connect with this now. So focus on F, focus on love for the earth and love for your place in the earth, because our places in the earth are shifting. We need to ground ourselves to the crystalline grid And I know I keep saying I'm doing a meditation on it. On Sunday, I'm hoping to get a group of people together, go down on the beach and begin these meditations now to push our heart beacons out to the world. So I'm going to actually begin with the Anna Stark deck. So, Spirit. And Spirit at the moment is massive. You can feel Spirit everywhere. Outside today, the sea, so beautifully calm. Because that's the Akashic Records. You know, Spirit is here. That's a busy lot of messages, Spirit. So, the immediate two cards that did fall out are Energy Balance and Love and Light. Now, I can't explain enough that this is the energy that Source is wanting us to have. I'm just going to look at what the other cards are before we go into the reading. Divine Will. Let go of fear. Let go of the fear. We have to let go of fear. Look, I'm in this wonderful yellow, sun-shining, warm, loving colour today. So, let go of fear. So we've got 12, 26, 68. Oh, Source. Listen, this is a divine moment. And this is Source working through your spirit guides, your ancestors, in the fourth dimension. It's very, very crowded in the fourth dimension at the moment because they're all waking up. And then we have 63, personal power. Now, just as a personal reference, so that I know that I'm on the right track, these two cards are the year of my birth and my brother's birth, and he's been coming around a lot recently. So I know that this message is on mark. So I'm going to ask for some tarot to go with them. Personal power is in everyone. It's not just you light workers. This is your mission now, light workers. You've been posting online, you've been talking about all these wonderful things that are coming towards us. They're here. Now we've got to engage with the love and the light. So, what do we have for the first two cards, please? Confirmation with the Six of Pentacles and the Prince of Discs. The Six of Pentacles is flow. And in this deck, it has Taurus and it has the moon. And in this Prince of Wands, this slow moving, beautiful energy also contains Taurus. In fact, these cards constantly reveal ever more information. They're the Aleister Crowley deck with Lady Frida Harris's artwork, but he was very precise about what these cards needed to contain. And in this card, you have this slow-moving energy of stability and strength. And he's being pulled by Taurus, which is an earth sign. The earth is drawing us forwards towards this card of absolute flow. Not planning ahead, not thinking behind, just knowing that everything is perfect and beautiful. And then behind this wonderful chap in his chariot, there's just all these wonderful pearls of wisdom that he carries with him. And that's inside all of us. It's in our hearts. We understand the truth of being in balance and resonating love. But we're being asked to fear. We're being asked to self-isolate. And I know that the rebel within me, because I've always been a black sheep, I'm never good with being told what to do. In fact, quite often I'll do the opposite even if I don't agree with it. But the self-isolation is to stop us connecting. And I know many people are saying it's wonderful, everyone's having a kind of hermit moment and they're going inside themselves and they're thinking about things they want to change. But the idea at the moment is to stop you from connecting with each other, because that's a problem. And this morning I did have this sense that everybody should email their politicians, their leaders all over the world and say, we're watching you. We are seeing what you're doing and it's not the right solution. You need to catch up with what we feel, and we are the masses. We are the power that puts you where you are. And if you can't guide us through this, then step down. Step down and let others step forwards who've got everybody's best intentions in their heart, because we can't go on like this, and we won't go on like this. That's the beautiful thing about it. If you resonate love, you will raise your frequency, and this world in which there's so much unfairness will begin to melt away. So they're beautiful, beautiful messages. Let's find out about 1244. 1244. Divine Will and Source. What are the messages that Divine Will and Source have for everybody right now? 4 cards. And the main one that's coming out is Mary the Jewess. She is the Lady Alchemist, the first alchemist. This is the woman who invented so many things that are still used as scientific apparatus and yet written out of history by men. So she is the great alchemist, transmuter and transformer. She can change anything. And right now, her archetypal energy is here to transform everything. Everything to something more beautiful. Divine will is coming. Well, it's here. What is she transmuting? The 5 of Pentacles. Look, this is a card of social isolation. This is the card that is usually people being locked out of a church and it's snowing and there's all this beautiful warm light from a stained glass window and they're shut out. This is what we, all of us, are allowing our government bodies to put us through. Self-isolation. Now, I know this is a message that a lot of people will say is wrong. And I understand that nothing is as easy. If everyone caught the virus, we wouldn't have the medical facilities to deal with it. The point of it is that everything in life at the moment is riddled with paradoxes, and it's time for the paradoxes to change and to fall. And I know that some of what I'm going to say is going to be deeply unpopular, but I have to stand by the truth that Spirit and Source is putting through me. And that's my light forwards, to be a beacon of love for people. An energy within my heart that I need to radiate out in calm and in confidence, and to not have any fear of the consequences. Because if I'm doing the divine will, then only good will come of what I do. So we're transmuting the fear and the isolation. I'm not saying all run out and, rush into each other's arms. But actually today when watching the news, I saw a woman talking who was reporting on Italy, and since she's been there, she's noticed that nobody's touching each other, and, the Italians are a very touchy-feely nationality. Stop putting characteristics and borders on everything. We're all humans. We all desire touch. We all desire comfort. They know that holding someone's hand when they're ill heals people. But if we're isolating, we're not reaching out and we're not joining together. It's no good us just doing it as a collective consciousness. This has got to be us for real, en masse, outside in the real world, demanding a better life for everyone. Not just you and your neighbours, everyone. Every single human deserves love and beauty. What do we have? Four of Pentacles, to be grounded. This is also a card of one of the Babylonian gateways that triggered all my readings about the Babylonian gateways and the goddess energies that are coming down to change the god energies that were there before. It's an end of a cycle. It's a change. It's 2020. This is the great moment that all of history has been leading to, and you need to embrace it. So it's saying we're all being herded into the courtyard, and then world leaders are kind of hoping that animal spirits won't turn up and let us through the next door, because then the game's over for them. The game is over for them. That's the thing. They just need to realise. So we then have the Yggdrasil. This is twice the magic and power of the Four of Pentacles. This is power. This is the key to the gateway. We have the key to the gateway. It's not about rushing out and buying food and stockpiling and hiding. This is about looking within yourself and asking yourself, what world do you want to live in? Do you want to live in a world of fear still, with Stockholm Syndrome, waiting to be battered because we're not worthy, we're just, plebs at the bottom of the pile? Or do we want to look inside our hearts and find that Yggdrasil magical quality? What is the key? The key is love. It's love, people. And all you light workers out there, you know this. It's now time to open your hearts, higher heart for the world of people that you love, and lower heart for the world of nature all around us. Pull those two energies together and know that the love of each other, shining in the love of the earth, will be the key to the brighter future. Okay, so now let's have a look and see what we get with personal power. Personal power, please. Ooh. Personal power begins with Ninlil. Ninlil is the gateway that opened on the 3rd of the 3rd. She is earthing our bodies, our molecules, into this new earth grid energy, this green ray of the natural world, the lower heart chakra, and connecting with our consciousness to pull down the energy. It's that Kundalini energy. That's her pushing her energy down and connecting above, so that you can draw together your love of the natural world and the people in the natural world. That is completely beautiful. It's a brand new beginning in the real world. All the other cards, swords, wands, cups, are internal work. This is the promise that your personal power, if everyone's personal power stops resonating fear and isolation and resonates love towards humanity and the world, we get that new world. That is the dawn of something so wonderful. It's exciting, isn't it? And then we have the Prince and the Knight of Wands. This is creative passions. The Prince is the warrior. The Knight is the king, the Zen. So it's asking us to transform through our personal power into not just warriors, but Zen with passions and creativity for everything and everyone. That's the real message that is beginning to come out now. So I am going to say, try not to listen to the media. Try to create your own media. Try to create your own thoughts. Try to share. Try to reach out to people. And most of all, try constantly to to be in this energy of transmuting, to change, to transform the fears of others. I'm being told 444 is very important to look at. It's very interesting that the personal power cards, this wonderful white tiger, the message that came out from that contains 3 court cards. You know, it's about your personal power grows within the wider community. It's how we reconnect with all those around us. And I am being told to say again, you know, make your politicians know what you think. We have emails. You can still email them and just say, we demand change. We demand an end of the fear, and we demand the truth now. Okay, so see, I'm sticking my neck out on the line, but Spirit's saying it's time to do it. So, Rasuli, what does Rasuli have to offer us? And these are messages of love from the heart. The first one that comes out is determination. Perseverance leads to fortune. Look, this is a crack in the time continuum and the dimensions, and there is brand new light energy coming in, this energy, and then this energy. It's there, it's coming. At the moment, the cards are, this colour is sort of slightly icy blue, and this is warm. You have to think about the fact that all of the changes going on at the moment are warm. They're this wonderful divine energy of the sun that lights our galaxy. Limitation is power. Lean into your imitations. Again, look, we're opening, we're warming the energy. This is actually us passed through the door. Wow, you see, that's the cold world of fear that we're stepping out of. We're now walking through, we're passing through this energy frequency. It's all happening. Trust your gut feeling. That's a message to me, because I am right now trusting my gut feeling to post this message to you people. Let your heart lead you to who you are. This is a card of Spirit being behind you as well. Spirit is your gut feeling at the moment. They're really working hard. Oh, so okay. So look, I've been talking for ages about how the sacral energy has been pulled out. I started the video talking, it's all floating around and it's making people feel the fears. It's because by having nothing in the sacral, because people are coming in and there's no energy in their bodies, it's all in the auric field. This is allowing Source and Spirit to get inside your gut instinct and try and lead you. Follow your gut instincts. Question everything, because we're still being lied to about certain things. Truths are still being hidden from us. And then, oh look, concealed power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. It's like, come out with determination from the cold and fierce. Step through the gateway, and look, it just keeps getting richer and warmer. So I'm going to ask for a couple of animal energies, because this is about the natural world. This is about that F. Okay, so over by Spirit, the card of Peacock is what is has fallen on top, and it is saying that Spirit's eyes are watching us. Every spirit, everything, cosmic ancestors, they're all here and they're watching. They're not just watching us, they're watching everything, and they are trying so hard to get inside our guts. It's, the messages are so beautiful, so beautiful. So Peacock and Spider are the two things coming with Source, and that's air and earth. And again, that's Ninlil. She is the goddess, the Sumerian goddess. Her male counterpart, Enlil, pulled apart the heavens and the earth to create a space for humanity. but that space was so void of anything that we lost our connections. She's now returned to bring that space back together so that a transformation can take place. Peacock is watching everything. We're being observed. We're being encouraged to create a brand new webbing, reaching out to the collective. This is a card of magical, cosmic connectivity coming towards us. It's just, I can't say how completely beautiful the frequencies coming from these cards are, and yet there's also this one is fierce. This is each of you in your fierceness. And then we have over the card of personal power, this fierceness, we have whale and golden egg. And actually, I'm going to put them that way around because you really do need to see. Whale is to dive deep into the darkness of fear and bring up only love. Love, this is our sacral and our heart chakras. This card is all our emotions connected to love. And it really is time for us to connect into that frequency of love, because love will transform everything. Everything. Love and trust will transform everything. So let's just see whether we have another message. That one just danced all the way across, slid standing upwards before falling over. I don't know whether it was trying to get away from this energy or it's coming into us. Ooh. And another one, skip him. So, bat spirit, a transformation is assured. This is the moment. This is the moment that so many light workers, starseeds, empaths, and people have been waiting for. That is such a beautiful card that skipped away. That's interesting too. This card turned over because it got folded, and I turned it back into the deck so it didn't fly out, and then shuffled and it came out. It's wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. And the point of this card is not that there's some kind of stinging effect coming, because it's a completion. This card is trying to tell us that there are things coming to us that are going to feel like stings, because when a veil gets lifted and you see a truth, you feel hurt. Don't feel hurt. Wasp spirit doesn't want to sting you. Wasp spirit wants to say to you, see the stings as medicine. I didn't know that, but see the stings as medicine. All the things coming towards us that you feel fearful of are a medicine. They're a stepping stone to get you towards the next step, towards the light that's coming in. We also have armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. And it has a very hard shell, but armadillo is such a beautifully soft and gentle creature. It's time for us to come out of our shells. It's time for us to take all that hard exterior of selfishness and just release it. So setting healthy boundaries is to actually challenge people. So I'm going to tell a wee personal story here to make it make sense. I'm looking after my father who's very ill, and he is the only person in my life who sees me differently to how everybody else sees me. He has never allowed me to grow past the boundaries that he set, and I am having to set personal boundaries with him to make him see that he has to transform his opinion of me. And it's working. Yesterday we had a very odd moment and I had to call him out on it. I set a healthy boundary. I've slept, I had no dreams, I've shifted a dimension, I've woken this morning, and he was so sweet and kind with me. And so you have to do this around people. Families are so good at not allowing us to grow into the people that we have, or not allowing themselves to see the people we have grown into. They hold us back, and it's what makes people fear change. Everything is changing, and you have to keep reminding people of that. And that was a 3. That's a nice magic. Remember, Wasp Spirit was a completion and a new beginning. 6 and 4 is 10, which becomes 1. And then that card that danced away is Buffalo Spirit, the cosmic buffalo, and it is card number 10, a completion and a brand new beginning in the real world. The abundant universe is here now to provide everything. So I'm just going to say, it's such a beautiful message. It's so glorious. The energies coming off are wonderful. All of the cards that have a sense of distrust that we need to move past, the energies of them are coming out and just collapsing, because the love, the energy of this love and light that came right at the beginning with the energy balance is just not allowing those energies to persist. And that is the beautiful message. Now, I just want to say again to all light workers, it's about being a beacon for love. You're light workers, love and light. If you can't open your heart chakra to the natural world and to those around you, don't call yourself a light worker anymore, because this is the time now. Empaths, don't connect to other people to make them feel better. Just stand in your energy frequency. Stand in your balance. Stand, oh, I can't pick that card up. Stand in the flow of now, and you will, by being so loving and stable, you will change the energies of other people. Your personal power will be so fierce, but so beautiful, that it will cause energy balances in others, in the collective, in the world. We're here now to bring everybody with us into that frequency. No more fear. No more fear. We've had years of fear. We're done with it. Now we want love. We want everybody to love each other and the world. Don't go looking for retribution. Just send out the love and allow yourself every night that you sleep and you're dreamless to just rise to another level. And as you wake, know that you have moved into a better place because you're stable. You haven't allowed any of those fears to pull you back into the older frequencies. And do you know what? As we move up, everything will be bliss. Seriously. So that's my message for today. And I am going to keep trying to put out beautiful messages of hope for everybody. So keep the faith, keep the love, and look out for everybody. Look out for the world, and just be a beacon for bliss. Okay? Wassail, everyone. See you soon. Bye.